bear me for a minute. This is a quick emergency broadcast. I guess I'll call it. Give me a second. Okay, popped on this one. This is a video. Deacon Abayal. Tithing was never money. Ghana Kamasi Accra. Anyway, I didn't see the video, but I'll watch it later. I'm getting ready to go out. It's 11 minutes long. So I would gather that the topic is tithing was never money. Well, he's going off, which means IUIC is going off. Now, in the ancient world, you had what was called a barter system, where you would trade things for other things. You know, you would buy a house, you would give cattle for land, or you would give bullocks or whatever you had. That's a barter system. Part of barter is money. You know, you can pay. I went to a mechanic, and he did a job for me. It was about $100, and I had gotten him because I was showing him about silver, so I had gotten about $100 worth of silver, and I gave it to him, and I explained it to him, and I said, you could either take cash or you can take silver. You know, I had maybe 4 pieces of silver at the time, 5 pieces, I don't remember. And when I explained what silver is, he said, I'll take the silver. He said, I'll take the silver when I explained it to him. So I could have gave him paper notes. I could have gave him actual silver, which is money. I could have given him, I did a trade where, you know, people do trades where they have a car, you have a car, you know, you have these Edomites that they redo cars. And what they do is they'll trade their cars. So that's the barter system, all right? Barter system can be used for trading one thing to the other. It could be money, it could be cattle, it could be land. A barter system was money was based upon women. You know, you take a woman by force and you caught, you go to the father and you give the father 50 shekels of silver, all right? So now can you give, oh, and by the way, the last live stream that I did, you had a bunch of avatars scoffing the video. I cut him off. That individual with all those avatars is the tallest man in IUIC. That's done. He's mad at me because I keep cutting his avatars. I keep deleting them from my page. And that guy, and you can't miss him. He's the tallest man in IUIC. He came to me, I don't know, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, saying that I'm right, that the mark of the beast is the microchip. And so I said, well, I asked him a certain amount of questions. I said, well, why are you still with the IUIC? I said, why haven't you confronted the leaders of the IUIC to tell them that? Why are you keeping it hidden, you know, wrapped in a napkin and hidden? And he came back and said, they're not ready. He said, IUIC and ISUPK are not ready. So, but why are you still among them? You know, hey, the scriptures speak about, and I mentioned this in, what is it, Exodus 23, follow not a multitude to do evil. So you know what that prophecy is because you told it to me, and he'll deny it. He'll deny it because he's a straight up demon, all right? He knows that he's living a lie. He knows that in his heart, in his mind, because he admitted it to me under Avatar, that yes, the MOTB is the actual chip. So he's mad right now, and he's not of the elect. Okay, he's gonna hear this. You're not of the elect, all right? And you don't teach the gospel. You teach a bunch of history and say, oh, this guy is an Israelite. You see this guy, Isaac the Terrible, he was an Israelite. That's what you teach. That's what you teach. You're not one of the elect, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Anyway, let's prove to you, as tithing was never money, Well, let's prove them wrong. What is that? Revelation, the second chapter, where it says, "And they have been found to be liars." Now, whether he's teaching falsehood deliberately or whether he's sincere and he just doesn't know, because the problem with IUIC, I give them credit. Them brothers, they hit a lot of good points. They go into a lot of good things. They go into the scriptures, um, but they don't teach the whole truth. So teaching that the MOTB, and there's no excuse for them because we here at Great Millstone been teaching for years that the MOTB is the fulfillment of Revelation, the 13th chapter. So there's no excuse. So you can't say, if somebody would have told me, we told you, you chose not to listen. Maybe it's because you're not of the elect. Anyway, where is that precept? Let me do this. Let me do this. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, I hope I can find it. Let me do it this way. Okay, this is what I want. I'm not doing it in any order. This is to show you that tithes are paid with actual money, which was silver and or gold. Judges 17, verse 10. And Micah said unto him, dwell with me. You can read the whole story. I'm not going to go into the whole story. And be unto me a father and a priest. And you're going to find out he was a Levite. And I will give thee 10 shekels of silver by the year. That's a tithe, okay? And tithe means 10. And a suit of apparel and thy victuals food. So the Levite went in. So he said, what? I want you to be my personal, when he said father, meaning a guide, leader, spiritual father. And what? Priest. And it said that he and victuals, so the Levite went in. Why did the Levite agree to it? Because he was a priest. Because he was a priest. So is silver money? Look up the word silver. Let's see if it's money. Damn, where is it? Okay, shekels is a weight of silver. Let's see what silver is. Kasap in the Hebrew. Silver, money, silver as metal, as ornament, as color, money, shekels, talents. Talent is a weight, money, shekels. Now let's go to Genesis 13. 13:1. And Abram went up out of Egypt, and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him into the south. And Abraham was very rich in cattle, in silver, which is money, shekels, and in gold. Now let's go from here to Hebrews in the New Testament, chapter 7. I believe it's in the second verse. For Melchizedek, which is Yahushai, there's a story of Melchizedek was born to some dead corpse. I was reading it. I'm not going to I'll bring it up. I'll probably put it, if I can find it again, I'll put it in the description. But that's Esau with his madness. It says, and he was clothed and he was speaking. Come on, man. It said, for this Melchizedek, which means king of righteousness, Malak Tazedek, king of righteousness, king of Salam, Malak Shalom, priest. He was a priest. Who's the first priest? Melchizedek. The priesthood is patterned after Melchizedek, which is Yahushua. And Paul is going to break it down to you now. The Sakari, they teach that the book of Hebrews is not the word of the Most High. So you got to take out all the books. You got to damn near take out the whole New Testament, because the Apostle Peter bigged up the Apostle Paul. So this is gospel, because did not the Lord Yahushua come and sup with the Apostle Paul in the book of Galatians? And many other books. He actually went up into the spiritual realm. He died, went in the spiritual realm, and came back. It says, for this Melchizedek, king of Shalom, of peace, a priest of the Most High power, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings, the Canaanites, and blessed him, to whom also Abraham gave a tenth. The word tenth, the word tithe means tenth, part of all that he had. First being by interpretation king of righteousness, and after that the king of peace, or Shalom, which is king of peace. It said, to whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all, meaning all he had. Let's go back to Genesis 1 verse 2. And Abraham was very rich in cattle and in silver and in gold. So this says, so did he give him just cattle? No. He gave him a tenth of all he had. He gave him money. He gave him whatever he had. He gave him a tenth of it. He gave him a tenth of it. That was your tithe. That's all I really got to say. Oh, when the money changes that the Lord turned over their tables, it was over the half shekel of the temple, and they had to convert it from the denarius, which is the Roman silver coin, into the half shekel of the half shekel of the temple. And so what these wicked Israelites were doing, they were raising the price, especially during the 3 times of the year. They would come in, they said, we're gonna triple the price. So that's why the Lord did what he did. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.